Hello everyone, welcome to Anirudh Prakhya's YouTube channel. Today I am going to teach a new topic about Besselj function. You can see on the screen I have an Excel workbook open. Now I am going to click on the Formulas tab and click on Insert function. Here I am going to search for the function Besselj. Now I am going to click Go. I found the function Besselj, which returns the Bessel function j in x. Now I am going to click on help on this function. This help page which has opened up, we'll go through this and we'll be able to get a complete understanding of the syntax and description of the Besselj function. So I am going to teach this function now. This article that you see on the screen describes the formula syntax and usage of the Besselj function in Microsoft Excel. The description for this function is this returns the Bessel function. Let's now look at the syntax. Besselj bracket open x comma n bracket close. The Besselj function syntax has two arguments. Argument 1 x, which is definitely required for this function to compute, and this is the value at which to evaluate the function. Then argument n, which is also definitely required, and this is the order of the Bessel function. If n is not an integer, it is truncated to the nearest integer. Okay, so now we'll go through some remarks about what to do if you get into some sort of an error while using this function. In that case, if x is non-numeric and you are seeing a hashtag error value, then that is because you can check the x argument x value and make sure that it is numeric. If n is non-numeric, in that scenario also Besselj returns the hashtag value error value. So you have to make sure n is also numeric for the function Besselj to return a proper value. If n is less than 0, Besselj returns the hashtag num error value. So to get a result which is different from hashtag num error value, n has to be greater than or equal to 0. The nth order Bessel function of the variable x is given by this formula j in x equal to sigma k equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to the power k divided by k factorial, and then you have this function n plus k plus 1, which is a gamma function, which is a gamma of n plus k plus 1 multiply with x by 2 raised to the power n plus 2k. Here you can also see an explanation for what is the gamma function. The gamma of n plus k plus 1 equal to integral 0 to infinity e power minus k pi raised to power n plus k dx, which is the gamma function. Okay, we don't have to remember all of this because we are using Excel, correct? So in Excel, if we follow the syntax of this function, we'll be able to compute in the same way that we usually calculate when we use this formula. All right, so let's follow the Excel function using an example. Now you can see on the screen that there is an example which is given. So we are going to practice this example using an Excel workbook. I am going to open an Excel workbook, and now I am going to close this insert function. Here in the first column and row 1, which is cell A1, I am going to type function and press enter. So now I am going to click on cell A1 and type Ctrl plus P to bold the heading. Now I am going to click again on the help tab, and I am going to type the second column, which is description. So I am going to switch back to Excel, click on cell B1, type description, type enter, and then click on cell B1 and press Ctrl B to bold the heading. Now I am going to click on cell A2. Here I am going to enter the formula for the Besselj function. So I have to refer back to the help section, and here the formula that we are going to use is given. equal to Besselj bracket open 1.9 comma 2. So argument x is 1.9, argument n is 2. I am going to switch back to the Excel workbook. Here I am going to type equal to Besselj bracket open 1.9 comma 2 bracket close. Now if I type enter, we'll get a value and we'll be able to check whether this function was computed properly or not. So I'm going to test whether this function is working properly or not and type enter. We got a result 0.329926. We'll verify this value with the value given in the help section. Here we are getting 0.32992589, which is the value which we got. If you round off this entry, this will be 0.32996. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the Excel workbook now. Right click here on cell A2, copy the value, go to cell C2, right click and paste the value. Okay, now we got the result. Also I'm going to click on cell A2 and click on the formula bar. Here I am going to add an apostrophe to make sure that we are able to see the function instead of only getting the value. Okay, now I'm going to double click on column A and adjust the column width. Now I have clicked on B2 and I'm going to the help section again to give a description for this example that we are working on. So the description is Bessel function at 1.9 with an order of 2, which is what we studied so far in this article. So I'm going to type this in the Excel workbook. Bessel function. I'm going to use Alt plus Tab to switch windows. At 1.9, I'm going to use Alt Tab again to switch windows with an order of 2. I'm going to type enter. I'm going to double click on column B to adjust the column width. I'm going to see everything is proper. So I'm going to read the description given for the example. We have to either copy the example data which is given here into the Excel workbook, or we can type it and work out the example ourselves. So we have verified the example data, hence I'm going to the Excel workbook now, save the Excel workbook and also adjust the column width for cell C and again save the workbook. Okay, so this is my class about Besselj function and how to use this function using Microsoft Excel. If you like today's class, please like this video, share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.